It's Tuesday, and you know what that means. It's time for another exciting adventure into the land of Chop and Shop and Talking Shop here on Tiny Meng Tuesday. As you can probably hear in the background, um, we have a fantastic guest with us tonight. As always, though, real quick, you know me, Diamond Dave Wheeler, aka Dave Wonder, aka Dave Wheeler. I think I already covered that. But with me, as always, is my faithful fellow host, the madman of Minneapolis, New Money, Matt Lind. What up, dude?
Howdy.
Yep. Nailed it. And as our very, very special guest, we got to welcome back the boss of Boss Fight Studios, Erik Rana. What up, bro?
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Welcome.
Woo!
How y'all doing? Oh, did you see the TMNT Paramount news? Yes, I did, Michael. Very excited. Very excited. But yes, how's everybody doing tonight? Oh, Matt's gone.
Oh,
He
he just ran off.
right?
No, I'm just in the closet here.
Well, you don't have to do that with us.
That's my job.
Oh, I see. Anyways, what are you working on tonight, Erik?
Parts closet.
Oh, also, Erik, you have Boss Fest coming up.
We do have Boss Fest coming up.
Plug the shit out of that too.
So hold on here. I gotta open it up because I do not remember what the dates are for Boss Fest. I'm terrible about this stuff. Yeah, we have Boss Fest starting at on the 16th, Wednesday. And it's kind of our version of Toy Fair because hey, there you go. Toy Fair was canceled, and we kind of knew it would be. We were already planning this ahead of time, just in case. And so yeah, starting on the 16th, we start our reveals and our kickoff. Like I said, is on the 16th. Thursday the 17th is a new brand reveal, and then we kind of jump into a lot of other stuff. We have a number of new brands to reveal this year.
Very exciting.
It is very exciting, and some stuff that Mr. Wheeler has worked on with us.
Oh,
and as well as some extensions to existing brands, and it all kind of culminates. I know there's some time in between, and I've seen some comments about this from the 27th to the 13th. The 13th of March is, of course, Boss Fight's anniversary of the company, and
Nice.
it's 9th year this is
Wow, it's been that long.
it really has, and it's completely insane that it's been that long. We have decided to hold all of our Vitruvian hacks announcements until the 13th, so we're gonna have kind of a big reveal.
You're gonna have a hack party?
We are going to have a hack party, and chances are a number of us will be inebriated because and we're going to see how many of the Boss Fight crew we can get in one place for the announcements, because there's a lot. Vitruvian Hacks is kind of it is where our hearts are as a company, and because it is how we started.
Hey, oh, Robert Leon. Hey, Erik, Eligor, and Gomery are my only Boss Fight figures I have so far, but looking forward to grabbing more. Congrats on 9 years.
Oh,
Erik, you cut your hair. You sold out.
No. I shaved the sides, but my hair is still long.
What up, Heisman? Hey, Tex. Erik shaved?
No, I just shaved the sides and the back a little bit, just to kind of.
That's all he can show us that he shaved anyway.
Yeah. Everything else, though, you know what I'm saying. But
We're bringing on a new sponsor, Manscaped. No,
everybody's got some manscaping. Do you guys have that plug from like some of the other?
No. But Manscaped, if you're out there and you want to sponsor Tiny Meng Tuesday, take care of your Tiny Meng with Manscaped. There we go. All right.
And if you need some manscaping things, I will be terribly blunt and embarrassing about it. So
Mengscaping.
Mengscaping. Yeah, it's not. But we might not have Manscaped, but you know what? Who we do have? The Source Comics and Games. I would like to thank the Source Comics and Games for being our official sponsor here at Tiny Meng Tuesday. Thank you very much to the Source Comics and Games for coming aboard and giving us support. If you happen to be in the metro area, please stop by their Roseville location. They are your number one stop shop for all your tabletop gaming needs, in addition to a fantastic selection of back issues, tabletop games, card games, and much, much more. Make sure to check out the Source Comics and Games over on their website, sourcecomicsandgames.com, or just stop on by and say, hey, tell them the Tiny Meng sent you. Ask for Gene. Thank you once again to the Source Comics and Games for sponsoring us. Ba-ding! All right. See, and I didn't even need a reminder this time.
Wow, that was impressive.
Amelia, Tiny Mengscape. I love the Power Stairs line. Any dream line for that style figure, says Neil Robinson.
Power Star. Oh yeah, I'm super excited about the Power Stars line.
Yeah, they look amazing, dude.
Thank you. It's funny because I didn't work on the line at all. I just it was just kind of an offshoot of what one of the other partners was working on it, and I'm a huge Superpowers fan, and so kind of delving into that visual is very exciting for me as a collector. So I had a huge collection, not just as a kid, but also as an early 20s adult. I had a big collection of them, and so playing in that little arena is really fun. And
yeah, I've been sharing your live vids that you've been doing whenever they get posted up, because I know I got a bunch of friends who had no idea that you guys even did stuff like that, and I'm like, no, they do more than the hacks. The hacks are cool, but there's more.
Well, so many people they say vintage and everybody only thinks like Star Wars 1979 and not beyond that. And there's so much more to...
It's a strange thing to me where someone the other day brought up on one of the streams, they said, oh, a really old line like Ninja Turtles.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm like, that's not that. Yeah, it is. Okay, that is.
It is. No.
And I would like to point out that that's not even like Ninja Turtles. I admire the line from a collector's, from a professional standpoint. I admire the line, and I look at it and I'm like, oh my god, that must have been so much fun to create and to be part of. But as a collector,
yeah,
I'm too old for Ninja Turtles.
Oh, you son of a gun.
Yeah.
Emilio has one of the
bracket.
Emilio has one of the OG skeleton knights from Boss Fight in the resealable plastic box.
The resealable packaging is ace.
Choice.
Oh yeah, and we're going forward as we expand, we're trying to figure out kind of how that's going to continue, because if we get
plastic heavy.
Huh? Say again?
It's plastic heavy, so I understand,
yes,
a different approach there. I mean, like what you guys did with the BBTS exclusive zombie,
mm-hmm.
Where the packaging is also a little like diorama type piece. So I thought that was fun.
Yeah, trying to kind of figure out where that, because there's like a lot of stuff like our resealable packaging isn't necessarily the norm in like a Target.
No, they don't want that.
Yeah, so trying to figure out kind of where that lands us, but at the same time, like Hasbro's doing some amazing stuff with the Transformers line right now with the no plastic,
yeah, the minimal
ties
plastic
and stuff.
Yeah, like Fortnite too. They're doing that.
Yeah, Fortnite and Transformers, and on one hand, I'm like, that's great because I'm a ridiculous environmental hippie, but on the other hand, I'm like, that's not the most attractive packaging either. Like, so like trying to figure out where that there's an admiration, and then there's just that corporate part of me that like kicks in and is like, eh.
Well, I also understand, people being concerned, I guess, about quality. You can't see what you're getting necessarily.
Yes.
And I think that really does depend on the brand. Like Transformers, that's not an issue.
No, Transformers has created a trust.
But yeah, like there's been legends where it's like, oh yeah, the paint got totally jacked up on this. That sucks. I can tell from the package from looking through the window though, so I'm not going to buy that one.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see where that goes. But yeah, I mean, get less garbage for me.
Less garbage.
I was gonna say, Mitch in the chat was so I take it there'll be no boss fight NFTs.
No, boss fight is officially against NFTs. We are not that company, and it's only because of the environmental impact that NFTs have. It's not like, because how everybody wants to collect art is how anybody wants to collect art, like whatever, like that's not even a thing, but like,
sure,
the truth is the environmental impact of NFTs is something that we have made a concerted effort to avoid.
I'm not convinced it's not just a pyramid scheme, but
also that.
But I guess time will tell.
Yeah.
Neil Robinson is curious if there's more stuff planned in the Power Stars format.
Yes, there is actually. We're after the initial sculpts and designs came back. We got very excited about it. So yes, there is more planned.
And I think
Power Stars format.
We missed it earlier. What is everybody working on?
Dave, we completely jumped over that today.
We got excited. That's okay.
Let's talk about, yeah.
So, what are you working on, Eric? We'll start with you.
I'm going to hold them up here. I'm working on the D-Man.
Ooh.
Not the dirty D-Man, but the Demolition Man.
So easy to say.
It is really the dirtiest superhero name.
No, nowhere near the dirtiest superhero.
It's probably not nowhere near, but
I mean, there's still Man-Thing.
You got to watch out for his annual of the Giant Size Man-Thing.
Giant Size Man-Thing is like the greatest comic book faux pas ever in history.
There was an issue. I don't know if it. I think it was a mistake, which is weird given how stuff was put together. But there was an issue of Marvel 2-in-1 where they switched it to Marvel 2-on-1, which I can't do. You would think they would have just statted in the logo from the last time they did it, but
sometimes you feel like a nut. I mean, don't forget Dick Bullets. Damn straight.
And Mitch Falcon with Gamecock.
Gerber did that shit on purpose.
Yeah, that had to be on purpose. There's no way that wasn't.
I'm working on a dog for Jesse Hughes in the chat. My primer must have been messed up or something, and I had a lot of bubbling on this. I'm actually painting his dog, and I am currently
You're saying the dog didn't take primer very well.
yes. So I am trying to get kind of the base coats down so that I can then kind of go in and start touching it up by the end of the show. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm piecing together, or have been today, and a little bit on the weekend here. It has been a week already. I tell you that. For Tuesday, it sure feels like
Not Tuesday.
several Mondays. But I am working on the final in the set of customs I am doing for a friend of mine. In addition to Johnny Appleseed and Thoreau and
What up, NYC?
the last one in the lineup is Wendell Berry, who I'm not particularly familiar with, but I know he's an author, and so I am working on that.
He's one of Nick Offerman's favorite authors, as I recall.
Yeah, he's a nature oriented writer, as are most of my friends' heroes, I guess you would say. I'd previously done an Edward Abbey custom for him as well.
Nice.
But yeah, this was the one that I was least confident, or like the other ones I could be like, okay, yep, I know what the parts are for this.
Yeah.
For this one, I was like, I have no idea, because it's like he's an old dude in a large sweater. It's like, all right, how do I do that? So anyway, I finally hit upon some recipe stuff that I think is gonna work. I'll try and get that done.
Nice. Yeah, I have a couple other various projects that I'll be working on tonight as well, like while this stuff is kind of drying, but it's a lot of just, this will be kind of first and foremost, just because I feel bad that it's taken this long, just because it was not expecting the paint to become bubbly.
Yeah, that's
very, very irritating.
I am the worst at doing things for other people.
Oh, I do not, as a rule. I did not want to.
No, me neither.
But
I didn't want to either.
And the motivation has kind of, it's been tough because he did a great job. He did it real quick. He put together the website for Enhancement Talent, but that's no longer a thing. But he still did the work, so I still need to make these figures for him. And I was like, well, hell yeah. I mean, the work you did was worth these figures in my mind. So, but yeah, it's art, and I need to be motivated. I don't know how Dave does it. Sometimes.
Lots of no, I don't know.
But yeah, for me, I need, there's a certain level of, things just need to click a little bit, and at least to a point. So
yeah, I've got I have a couple of things on my plate for other people, and it really is just really hard for me to
well, and you do it all day.
Well, on top of that, yes, it is my job too. So
yeah, I mean that's the I don't want to. Yeah, if somebody was like, go, well, I wouldn't even be worth trying to describe what I do during the day. But if somebody was like, hey, go do that for me for, as a favor in your off hours, no, I don't want to do that. Not interested.
So I just you make costumes in your day job, correct?
No. We did try and do that as more of an ongoing concern with the wrestling gear, but no, I actually work for a plastics manufacturing company, or just a manufacturing company in general. We do CNC, we do injection molding, we do all kinds of stuff. And then the team I'm part of is we do the secondary ops, so we work with the vendors as far as getting inspection done or pad printing or stuff like that. So,
wow,
manufacturing.
What's the detail on the stuff you do that your factory does?
It is. I mean, we don't do steel tooling. So the life obviously isn't there for a lot of stuff. And the process that we built, at least with our core service, it was very built for prototyping, and we've kind of gotten out of that. But the stuff that we do a lot of like medical stuff, like housings and consumer parts, because the way we do ejection and injection and all that stuff, because I've seen people, like when I used to be in analysis, it was cool to see. I'd be like, oh, here's somebody trying to make a bunch of like third party like Transformers add-on parts or whatever. I recognize these. And it's like, we're not going to get you what you want, because we're just going to put freaking ejector pins all over that crap, and it's going to look like shit.
Yeah, that's it's interesting, because we found out a lot when we first started Boss Fight. We looked into a lot of we looked into running things, whether it was possible or not to run things here in the US. And what we found was that the technology just wasn't the same.
Yeah, it's a very different approach. The company that that I work for was prototyping was the focus. It's let's do simple CNC and IM parts
Yep.
in a really we can turn the molds, or we can do a mold in a day if it's simple enough. But it's got to be really simple.
Yeah.
So started off as it was you need prototypes. Yeah, we can get you prototypes. And now that 3D printing has really come to the fore, that market just isn't there.
Eric, question for you: did the NYC Figure Fanatic in the chat said, did the Boss Fight create your own figure live class start already? Did I miss it? Oh, the customizing class.
Oh yeah, the customizing class. We've had a few of those. We don't have another one planned at the moment, but they've been a huge hit, so I'm sure we will do another one soon. I think we've done 4 of them, and Erik Ridlon and I run them. We kind of create the character, and we put together the parts and stuff like that that we send out. And then if anyone buys them, they have access to the videos long term. So like, you don't have to be there live, but we do them live. So yeah, I know we plan to do more. We just don't know when we're going to do them. Currently, with Boss Fest coming up, our version of Toy Fair, we have kind of shoved everything to the side because we are very busy.
Understandable. Well, and the funny thing is, when you told me about Boss Fest, I don't know what I was thinking. My brain was just like, oh, that's next week. And I got all jazzed up because I'm like, I can finally fucking talk about a couple of these things. And then I'm like, no.
You get to wait.
Yeah, we made the mistake of dragging it over 10 days rather than just dumping it all at one time, because
I understand where people might have preferred that you just dump it all on them, but I think this will let
some people pay extra for that.
Yeah.
I got him.
That's been the interesting thing with the pandemic. One of many interesting things has just been seeing how that approach has changed and how people have reacted to it. Like the way Hasbro's doing it, it's like, yeah, here's like a few reveals that you wouldn't, you would have seen this and 18 other things at one of the 3 cons we do.
Yeah.
And then maybe like if there was a movie thing, we would have done a feature with like Entertainment Weekly or whatever they do. And people say, well, especially the Star Wars side, it's just like, oh, there was barely anything there. It's like, well, yeah, that's all they could announce. But I don't know. I think it lets it spaces the pre-orders out. It lets stuff breathe. It lets you kind of think about stuff.
It's that
Well-
thing of I both love and hate it because it's the thing of like, oh, fantastic. They, like they really were able to kind of hold back a little bit, and then also it's just like, oh my God, there's like what 150 some odd figures. But
Yeah.
yeah, they came out last year. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah,
They're on a pace this year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
this I can't believe. I mean, having worked at Hasbro, I'm still amazed at how much stuff they put out.
It's a lot.
Like it's a lot, and I think like one of the years I put out, I personally was in charge of well over like 150 to 200 items. Like it was just insane, like SKUs. And then when I see them doing it now, I'm like, oh my God, they're still working everybody that hard? Like that's crazy. But then I look at what I work on at Boss Fight, and I'm like, oh wait, well that's
Yeah.
not really that different.
Just different format, I guess.
Yeah, different format, different. We have different resources than Hasbro does, obviously, and yeah, just in the end, I don't know what I was going to say there.
It gets quite quick.
All right.
Emilio, I do miss the ability to go to the store and actually be able to buy something instead of having to wait 2 or 3 years on pre-order.
Oh, that does suck. And
There's
It
a
really
few lines
is.
that I deliberately don't follow for that
What up,
reason.
Quinn?
So I can walk into a store and be surprised. But yeah, it's
But at Boss Fight, I guess you like your boss more, right, Mr. Mixie said?
As much as I like to think I'm one of the bosses, and technically I am, I do not. I always am am willing to acquiesce to everyone else, to other decisions.
Oh no, that came out so watery. Damn it.
Oh no.
Uh,
Yeah, this is fighting me. I'm trying to make a collar. But super glue is not being
Oh, what up, Luca? Luca, I actually showed off the Hydra Stomper when I was making it. There's almost an entire episode where I was showing it off on the stream. The Hydra Stomper that I was working on 2 weeks ago? Last week? I don't remember.
last week.
Yeah, I actually showed it off quite a bit. There are pictures coming to Instagram tomorrow.
what were you doing on the Hydra Stomper? Because they made one.
Oh, I repainted the whole damn thing.
Holy shit!
So, here, I'll
I mean, oh no.
I'll pull up a quick pic. I snapped some pictures before I sent it off to Luca. It's not very well lit, but there you go. You can kind of see it.
Nice.
So I grunged him up, made him look like he'd seen some shit. There's a picture of my dog under my desk.
Kind of more important.
Yeah. Well, she has taken to. I don't know. She has taken to. Oh, I see you are focused and working in here. I should come sit on your feet.
Yeah.
It's like, what? No, it's not at all what you should be doing.
Good for her.
She's a sweetheart.
Got her priorities straight.
That's right.
Ugh. Yeah, I just sit here and hold this. All those glue sets.
Oh. Does this guy know how to party or what? Oh, hey, I didn't put on that sweet background lo-fi music.
Yes.
Ooh.
I did want to point out that the hold music before we start
Yes.
always reminds me of like Pulp Fiction for some reason.
Well, it's kind of that surf rock sort of
Yeah.
deal. Working on your doggy.
About an inch and a half on the Hasbro Ursa Major.
Yes.
So, like at this point, is $109 really? How much does the Hasbro Ursa Major go for? Like,
it's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I got all this.
I don't either.
I got it when it came out. So
I think it's around 70 right now.
I bought the whole wave. And then I bought a lot of it again on clearance.
Never mind.
Yeah, speaking of the Super 7 front, I'll have to ask him next time he's on. I can't now. I'm blanking on.
Brian Flynn?
No, yeah, Brian Flynn, who's on our show all the time.
That's like
that'd be great. He's a super nice guy, by the way.
Yeah,
love that dude.
No, Fan Plastic. Whether he did any of the work on the second wave of the worst figures? Because
man, those worst figures are so like
not the worst.
I mean,
not the worst.
That's exactly what I want. Those are my.
There's a Blue's Clues movie coming that apparently will have all three Steves, or not Steves as well, but I can't remember their name. But I'm like, they're doing Spider-Verse, but with Blue's Clues. What? Ninth, that is Erik from Boss Fight Studios down below. Ninth was unfamiliar with you.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, Eric's good people.
Hell yeah. What about the Rescue Rangers trailer? I like it. It's not toy related, but I like it.
I haven't watched it. I don't know how I feel about that.
I did, and I can legitimately say I was surprised because I thought I was going to watch it and go, oh, damn. But I watched it and I'm like, I want to see that. Like,
it's definitely a different direction to take a film like that.
Yeah.
So, good on them. At the same time, and I know this might be blasphemy, but Rescue Rangers wasn't a thing for me.
Well, again, not different age group.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was super into. I mean, even when I was, chasing girls in high school, I was still waking up on Saturday morning and stuff to watch cartoons because I was a uber nerd. But I loved like Darkwing and DuckTales and stuff like that, but Chippendales just didn't. I don't know what it was about it that didn't click with me. I think it was the humans. There were humans in the show, and it really threw me.
That's fair. Yeah, that is unique to those. They exist in a real world. Whereas the other ones,
a real world. But I mean, the
yeah.
The new trailer though looks like a lot of fun that they're really playing with the whole concept. So
yeah, I'm more so curious about it of what it'll end up being in the long run.
Yeah, it was the the big trailer thing for me. Obvious, it was of course Doctor Strange.
Yeah, buddy. Cool.
That was
you and me both.
That was something.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I watched that thing like a couple times today alone.
I have watched it a number of times, and I still cannot figure out where Patrick Stewart's voice is.
Really?
Yeah, I'm missing it. I'm not hearing it. I don't know what's going on. I believe see people that it's in there. I just I'm just missing it.
I mean, if you that was I think and Patrick Stewart's got a more distinctive voice. I think that was an issue with the post credits on the Eternals. It's like I'm maybe it's my bad. I don't know what Mahershala Ali's voice sounds like. So if I hadn't read an article saying that was him, I wouldn't have been like, oh shit, it's Blade.
And I will say, like, for me, the main reason why I knew the voice was because I literally just finished watching Luke Cage.
Oh,
like for the umpteenth time. And I was like, wait a second, this kind of.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very excited that he's going to be playing Blade. I think he's amazing.
Oh, he's a great actor.
But yeah, I if I had not read an article talking about the post-credit scenes of the Turtles before I saw Turtles, I would have been like, wait, what?
I still haven't watched Eternals, actually.
It's fine. It's on Disney Plus.
I
watch Luke Cage first.
Yeah.
And again, this is blasphemy, but the first season of Daredevil turned me off so much that I didn't watch any of those other Netflix shows.
Oh, really?
I can see I can see that. Honestly, we never finished the second or third season of Jessica Jones even. And I liked the first series of that a lot. So, yeah, the Netflix shows kind of fell into that, like, we've got 6 episodes of plot, and we're just going to stretch it out over 13 because we have to.
A buddy of mine, I remember once, Les McLean of the Tick fame was he once said we were all sitting around talking about stuff like this, and he said that DC movies could take something from their TV, like a little bit of levity from their TV shows, and Marvel TV shows could take a little bit of levity from their movies. Like it was just this kind of like flip-flop situation. And I felt like that Daredevil TV show, the first season, was so heavy,
yeah,
and so intense that I was just like, I don't want to watch this all the time.
Yeah, there was some really good actors and performances.
Oh
in
yeah,
I
fantastic.
Like, I don't get me wrong, Born Again's an amazing story. I don't mind a grimmer Daredevil now and then, but I would much rather read the Wade stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a bit of levity that I want.
Yeah,
in my comic book heroes.
He's having fun. At least sometimes.
Yeah,
being a superhero.
See,
Yes,
I think the problem
Disney
with
Plus stuff, I feel like they've done a much better job of balancing.
I was gonna say, like with Daredevil especially, I enjoyed the shit out of it, but like, I made no qualms that this is Frank Miller's Daredevil. Like,
yeah,
I'm not gonna get any ha-has in this. Like, don't get me wrong, I would love like a Sam Neill like Wade run of Daredevil, because I think that'd be fucking awesome. But it was that thing of like going into that show as soon as I started watching it, I'm like, oh no.
Nope, no fun here.
This just ain't gonna be that type of Daredevil, I guess, kids. Like,
and yes, Emilio Lopez, I absolutely want a Daredevil show that has Ringmaster and Silkman in it.
Well, exactly. Like I got super excited when I saw that. I still haven't seen the last Spider-Man movie, and I still haven't seen Eternals. But like when I watched Hawkeye, I got super excited that what's his name reprised Kingpin. Like I was all for that. Because
D'Onofrio.
Yeah. Like, I love that guy, and
I really like him as Wilson Fisk.
And they definitely did some CG stuff in Hawkeye to make him larger.
I think that most of that was just camera tricks, to tell you.
It might have been, but it really helped a lot.
No, they did it a bit different. Yeah, they kind of made him a little more Marvel-y.
Yeah. And that guy's such a good actor. Like, he's so good in everything he's in. Like, and again, my issues with Daredevil were not the cast. And not even the writing. I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was really dark. And
Yeah, I stand by. I think I enjoy it for what it is, but
Yeah.
again, it's the thing of it going into it again. It was the thing of going, this is Frank Miller, like this is man without fear. This ain't gonna be, anything that I'm gonna be sitting here having chuckles, about.
yeah, I've it's on my list to revisit and try and give a second chance to.
Oh, it's getting pulled off Netflix right now, so.
Well, yeah, but it'll end up on something else. I'm not worried about that.
Even if you gotta torrent it or something.
Not that we condone that here at Tiny Meng Tuesday.
No, I would buy it before I torrented it, but
well, sure.
I know it'll end up on something.
Yeah, I think it'll put it on Disney Plus.
Yeah,
Either that or Hulu.
Yeah.
It seems like Hulu is kind of. I don't want to say they're dumping ground, but it's like, oh, this is a little bit more adult than what we want.
Yeah.
So then they just
Disney Plus definitely seems to be a little homogenized.
But yeah. But Charlie Cox is a really good lawyer. He is a really good lawyer. Can Jack Nicholson come back and play the? No, I don't think Nicholson's coming back to play the Joker to Keaton's bats. Although, did you guys see those first images of Keaton in the Batman suit from the Batgirl?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a beefy boy. I like it.
Definitely eliminated all of the color except for the yellow bat symbol. Like even his belt is black now.
Yeah.
I'm curious about those movies because I'm not a huge fan of the Snyder Justice League stuff.
Yeah. I stand by, like, a lot of the Snyderverse stuff I wasn't a fan of, admittedly, but the Batman that they gave us with Batfleck for like the one warehouse fight scene, I was like, oh man, I would like to see more of that, please. And
well,
they just never.
Yeah, again, not the actor's fault. I think Affleck would have played an amazing Batman if he was given a good, the right script.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he could have done a good job if given the right tools. That was, I mean, and you haven't seen it yet, but I didn't see the Amazing Spider-Man films. But that's what I heard a lot about with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I actually.
Like, oh yeah, you're really good as this character. Okay, cool. It made me want to go back and watch those, which I had previously had zero interest in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was such a big Andrew Garfield fan, like with the Amazing films and stuff like that. Like it was almost comedic to me after No Way Home, where people were like, "Oh my God, he's a really good actor." I'm like, "Yeah, no shit. Where were you guys like 10 years ago? God damn it."
Well, again, not the. It's rarely the actor's fault, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
At that level, yeah. I mean, it's nobody. You're not hiring somebody at that, to lead a movie that size who can't do the job.
Yeah, like take it back to George Clooney.
Yeah.
Like who's like this fantastic actor. Do you think it was his fault that Batman movie was bad? No way.
Schumacher.
I don't even think. I mean, I think that one is. I mean, it's got its faults, but it's just Batman 66, just done in 1998 or whatever.
I will argue to my grave that the fourth Batman film is better than the third.
Oh, I love Batman Forever.
No, But I think I will agree that it's forever in that Batman and Robin, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Batman and Robin is better than forever.
And you know what it is for me anyway. It's just that we all knew what we were getting into when we walked into Batman and Robin.
Yes.
Batman Forever, we were all expecting another,
Burton.
Yeah, Burton film, and that's not what we got. And at least in Batman Forever, in Batman and Robin, they were like completely embraced the absurdity of what the studio wanted them to do. They were like, fine, whatever. Neon City, ridiculous costumes.
Let's sell some fucking toys, kids.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were like, whatever. Like what? This is what it is. This is what it is. And
there you go, Jesse.
They had
Nice.
They had poor Schwarzenegger who had to speak in bumper stickers.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, he had been for the last decade anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Cool.
That was just another day at the office.
Oh no! It is the top of the hour, Josh.
Oh my goodness.
The Batman Amex. Yeah. The Clooney's Batman movie was aimed at 12-year-olds, but was more for 5-year-olds. The toys even sell at that point. You had way better Batman line.
Those two
did.
Well, you had Batman animated at the time already, so.
Emilio, it is a repainted timber.
The Batman and the Batman Forever Batcave playset. Oh,
it's so good.
Oh my god, that thing's crazy.
It's gigantic too. But
yeah.
It is the top of the hour. Too sweet to be sour. We're gonna roll some sweet, beautiful bean footage just for our pal Matt. Banzai.
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that Enhancement Talent has used to make Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
Oh, yes. So, oh god, it scared Erik away.
Fair.
Nah. He's not a fan of this thing.
This thing is pretty terrifying.
Is this thing still around?
Oh, yes. Oh.
Hey, Matt, did your blood pressure suddenly go up Sunday when Beard played the commercial?
I was not there for that.
He asked for the commercial. I gave it to him.
I knew he asked for it.
So
I figured it was going to be out there. I need to make some other things that aren't related to a wrestling gear making business.
That's fair. I had the first Batman Batcave, Batwing, and it was awesome. Hell yeah. Oh, Aaron, you know what? Sure, why not?
Do you feel like a champion? Do you worry that you don't look like a champion? Try Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. At our state-of-the-art facility, you'll find wall art. Not one, not two, but a spectacular 3 cats. This thing. Top-of-the-line sewing equipment that Enhancement Talent has used to make Enhancement Talent Clothing and Gear. Let us take you to the top of the card.
Oh, yes.
And,
from Hambles, I wonder if I'm ever going to feel like a champion.
and yes, Iceman, this is a Mortem.
Nice.
But as his, I don't know if it's just mine or if they're all this way, but his beard looks really weird to me.
Mitch, send me that link. King Gorilla.
I do not like older.
Yeah, I have one. It's just that case, but it's just annoyingly out of place.
Did you guys cave on Dork side and order the 20th Iron Man?
No, I did not.
I pre-ordered it through BBTS.
Tempting though.
Yeah, I caved on Dork side, and it's the first time I think I've ever ordered anything from them.
I've ordered in the past. They're good. Yeah.
They seem it. I haven't gotten it yet, but I think it'll be here in the next day or two. I'm super excited about that figure, though.
I didn't know they had them in stock. That's crazy.
Yeah, they had them in stock. Like, that's why I caved. I was like, ooh, I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean the figure is really nice, and I really want that Tony head.
That 70s Tony head.
And the the disco Twinkie mask.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm done. Sorry.
Unbelievable.
I muted for the first like 3 cuts, and then I was like, oh wait, shit, I should probably mute for the rest, and then I didn't.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, Mixie, I mean the Hulk is the least exciting to me of that first wave. The Cap is really nice, though the mast heads are still not quite what I want.
Man, it's out in my car still, but like the well, I'm trying to think of how old I was when Wave 1 came out. I was 14, I think, 13.
Oh my goodness.
Well, what, was it 20 years ago?
Yeah.
So I was 15. And I came across a Wave 1 Toad at the swap this last weekend.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
And I caved. I was like, oh, I never held one. Like, I was marking out. Dave, you're supposed to ask if it's safe before you start drilling. No. But
My
yeah.
goodness, I was graduated from college and working at a Toys R Us while I was trying to break into comics, not toy design.
Were you in Savannah then by that point?
No, I had left Savannah. I worked at Toys R Us when the Spider-Man Classics started coming out.
Yeah, was this your jersey? Was that jersey that you were in, or were you already up in?
Me? No, Florida.
Florida, okay.
Yeah, I went from Savannah back to Florida, which is where I grew up, and yeah, I worked at.
That would have been. Well, I just turned 40, so I would have been out of high school.
Yeah.
And I do remember going to get Toys R Us to get the Legends, and I brought them to the comic store, and nobody else there collected figures. So they're all just like, yeah, that's nice, man. And I was just overjoyed.
Crazy heads.
Yeah.
I actually scored a since I'm painting B-Man here, I actually scored a Spider-Man Classics red and yellow Daredevil because I worked at Toys R Us.
Nice.
I got the I never did get the Chase Giant Man or Doom, but I did get a Red Skull.
Nice. Yeah, I think I had a Red Skull too. I did not have Doom or Giant Man. I didn't keep collecting. I didn't collect the Toy Biz Marvel Legends for very long, though. I know I backed out kind of early on because of a lot of breakages and stuff like that.
I don't have too much of that. I got the variant Iron Man, the Chase Iron Man, and his arm broke off the bicep.
Yeah.
But otherwise, I didn't have any. I hadn't had any problems. I stuck with that line and didn't cut it.
I mean, like in the end, that Marvel Legends, that early Marvel Legends Spider-Man Classic line really changed collecting.
Oh hell yeah!
I would say that and World of Springfield.
Yeah.
I mean, I give a lot of credit to McFarlane as well.
Oh yeah, I feel like,
but that was like almost a decade earlier.
Right. I think, well, that was because with Legends and that was kind of the end of the speculator. Like it was definitely still there, but it seemed to start tapering off.
Yeah.
But yeah, I did overpay for the Destroyer variant of the Thor Buster. Because I was like, I gotta have Destroyer.
I cannot believe that Destroyer has not been redone.
I'm surprised too. It's such a fun design. I've got the Diamond Select one, which is really nice.
Yeah,
so
That
that's good enough for me, even if it is fairly large.
It's a beefy boy, to say the least. I remember the only variant that I think I ever almost had was the Astonishing X-Men Wolverine. And that was actually the first thing I ever ordered off of Amazon.com.
Wow.
And what?
The unmasked one?
Yeah. And the funny thing is I waited and I waited and I waited and never came.
Oh.
And I got refunded for it, and I was like, man, I'm never gonna see this thing. And I went to I think it was Toys R Us, and it was sitting there on the shelf.
Nice.
I was like, oh my god.
I had gone to eBay for the first Walmart exclusive wave of DC Universe Classics. I'm trying to remember what the figure was for that. The one with Man-Bat and Black Lightning and all that.
Yeah.
Metallo? Yeah, I think it was Metallo. Anyway, I went to eBay for that because I couldn't find it at all locally. It got stolen off my stoop. And then yeah, I want to say within a week I went to Toys R Us and the whole wave was there. And I'm like, oh, well, I paid for it twice, but at least I've got it now. Thank you, Wiseman. Yes, I think this improved it. I just made it a little less woolly.
Thanks, Josh. Throw a like, follow, and subscribe to all of us fine folks. 20 years ago, I was at KB looking for Road Dogg figs, McFarlane Cubs figs, I think. Still have a Blue Angel on card. Hell yeah. Heisman says, better beard, Matt. Emilio, this is an amalgamation of two WWE Mattel hands. You can see I got to do a little sculpting in there, but I'm making that actually for a custom for a newly crowned, shall we say, champion of the world from this last.
Nice.
Ooh, what you got there?
So I'm about to do some work on a Fantastic Four crystal.
Nice. Oh, did you find something for the boots? Or are you gonna sculpt them?
I'm gonna sculpt them. I'm gonna sculpt the boots and gloves because they're crystals. Fantastic Four costume. Her gloves and boots are like kind of 3-dimensionally come out points. She also has a different belt.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I like it, Mitch. So Mitch has given us all custom monikers. So hailing from the great state of Minnesota, the Twin City Titan, Dave Wonder, that's me. From Pawtucket, Rhode Island, the Lucha Lunatic, the Jefe of Plastic, Erik, Arana, and the Madman of Minneapolis, the Bully of Beanburg, New Money Matt. Yes.
If I was standing, I would have done a little
flare strut,
little alpaca dance.
No, even better, yes.
What's up, Sketch Prime? How's it going? Man, I found out yesterday that one really annoying thing that I found out about StreamYard is it does not notify you when you get raided. I got raided twice last night. Once from Mr. Hornswoggle himself, Mr. WrestleMania, Dylan Postel, and a fantastic new friend of Sketchin' Heller. I'm blanking on his name, and I feel like a dickhead now. Why am I blanking on it? I gotta look it up so I can give him a bug.
You have a lot going on, Dave.
I get around.
You do. You know everybody.
Jeremy Stoltz shot a message, and it was very, very kind. What the hell? What is it I got here? There we go. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Mitch Falcon. Jeremy Stoltz creation. Go check him out. Nice monikers. Thank you, Mitch. No, Mitch, I wasn't saying that you didn't. I was saying that StreamYard doesn't notify me. I'm thinking there might be some overhauling of a few things coming up in the coming weeks. Just because I want to make this as friendly as possible. Dave's brain is going in his old age. No, it's the paint fumes. Speaking of wrestlers, now that Danhausen is in AEW, I want a stable with him. Abaddon and Black Taurus. Well, Black Taurus is over in TNA, or Impact.
Yeah, he needs to be everywhere, though. He is so good and
He's amazing.
So cool looking.
He looks him and Drago. I want to see as a tag team, and just have them be called like the Mythical Beasts. Just because
I love me some Drago on Lucha Underground.
Right?
Yeah.
Were you at the Palooza that he was at?
No, we never did finish the fourth season because it just turned into the Jake Hager show, and I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, it wasn't a fan.
No,
but it did give us the wonderful moment of Drago and Aerostar driving a forklift, and Drago with the little holes cut out of his hard hat for his horns to poke out of.
Oh, it was the best.
So good.
Yeah, as much as I love Lucha Underground, that fourth season, I never finished it either because it just became
Because it was garbage.
We kept powering through, and I think we made it through like the first two parts of Ultima Lucha, and then even then, it's like, no, I think we're.
I'll be right back. I need to grab my scissors. Hey, Collecting Grid, how's it going? What up?
Well, even Conan himself was like, by season 4, it had become so whitewashed, it wasn't really Lucha anymore.
No, it wasn't. And I know there was a lot of, I know the contracts weren't great, and I know a lot of other opportunities, a lot of things like that. But it is just, it was a shame that, you know, it seemed like they were kind of, you know, at the forefront for a minute there.
Mm-hmm.
With the Lucha talent, you know, the Lucha Bros, Sonny Kiss.
Yeah.
You know, like, you got these guys in there and you're doing cool stuff, and then, like, and the only televised promotion doing intergender.
Yes.
And then just, no, we're just going to build our whole program around ex-WWE guys. Cool.
Yeah, like there were so many good people coming up from, you know, Mexico, you know, Tejano Jr. and you know, there's just they had such great talent early on, and then by season 4 it was just not the same.
No.
Sorry, my wife is laughing so hard in the other room because of something stupid that I misheard the other day. She was asking for this. It's like a pedicure thing, but I thought she said Elmo Pay, and it was like Emo Pay or something like that. And so all I could think of was Elmo PayPal. So I was like, "Hello, next time financing, yeah!" And she just
the only payment platform sponsored by Elmo himself.
And I can hear her laughing through the door. I don't know if my mic's picking that up, but yeah. But legit, last night I just kept on doing that stupid voice and saying shit that like I read on PayPal at some point.
I had a chance. That's a fantastic impression, by the way.
I have a 5-year-old.
Yeah, well, there you go. I had a chance to meet.
Money.
I had a chance to meet the initial Elmo guy before the
Kevin Clash.
Yeah, before all the weirdness came out, and when I worked at Hasbro, and they had just signed the Sesame Street license, I was all excited, and I'm sitting there in a meeting with like 20 other like boys toys designers, and I'm like, man, Cess Toys would be amazing. And somebody went, "Did you just abbreviate Sesame Street?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I did."
Nice.
Because I was so excited about that, the idea that we might be able to do, some Sesame Street toys.
Hell yeah. No, dude, I still there's few things that I look back and I'm like, man, I really wish I would have grabbed that when I could have. But I found one of the Palisades toys, Super Grover, at a con, and it was not like insane price. Like, I mean, it was up there. I mean, I think, but it was like $60, which is not a lot for that figure.
No.
And I passed up on it just because I was trying to be responsible, and it's like, damn, like that figure's like a $300 figure now.
Yeah, Katrina and I still have the majority of our Muppets collection, and she has the Elmo. Not the Elmo, the Grover, the Super Grover with the phone booth and everything in her office.
It's so cool. I would argue that Palisades Toys, like the Palisades Toys Muppet line, is one of the like top 5 figure lines of all time.
Yeah, Big Snow and all those guys, they at Palisades, they were such great guys, and I think in the end they got in their own way though. Like they couldn't scale back. They didn't see where they could scale back financially to cost out toys and figures and stuff like that. And they still, in the end, were putting out the best things that they could.
Yeah.
But I think, there is that balance of, I want to put out the best thing I can. But I need to scale back some money here and there. Like, and we struggle with that all the time. So I get it. I totally understand what happened there. But man, Palisades was putting out some amazing
product. Well, I mean,
across the board.
I've still got all their Resident Evil stuff.
Resident Evil, their Tron reproductions, some of that stuff is just so good.
Robert Leon in the chat with some props for you, Eric. Without mentioning names, he just wants to take a moment to acknowledge Eric being a class act and being part of making the hobby more positive and fun overall. And I don't think you need to mention the name. I think we can read between the lines. But yes,
thank you.
Eric is good at that, which is a testament, because as a fan, there are a lot of times where I'm like, this hobby is full of assholes.
Yeah.
Right?
Like,
both as I'm a fan I consider myself a fan first. Maybe I'm not at this point, but
you can be
I
both.
do right.
You're a player coach. It's fine.
Yeah. I'll take that. And as a fan, I watch what other companies are doing, because I collect stuff that other companies are doing and stuff, and I'm, I see it and I'm like, what are you doing? And then sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. Like, I have to balance myself. But I feel like sometimes people aren't balancing themselves when they're talking to other. Like, I see when other people are attacking other companies or attacking us, and I'm like, really? Like, you can't step back a minute and before you type that and put it in
especially within the industry, because you've all lived it, and that's what I've really appreciated over the last probably decade or so. A little bit longer, is that extra window from you guys and other companies as well, and like, here's how we do what we do. And then I guess some of the experience that I've gained working in plastics manufacturing as well. It's like, this stuff isn't easy.
Oh, what up, Dan? How's it going, man?
So, having been at some of the the Joe Cons and stuff, and just talking with the various people who have been involved, and like, here's this thing we tried to do, and the factory thought they would help us by changing it. And it's like, wait,
or that happens so much. Toy Galaxy.
Yeah. Oh,
let's see if I can do it. Yeah, you can't see it, but over here there's a bunch of boxes under a table here that's full of the Palisades Muppets toys
Yes.
that we don't have room for. We don't know what to do with them. But we've
I'm
got the kitchen, we
Yeah, I
have
was gonna
the
say, Dave will help you with that.
we got-
I give him a good home. I'm just saying. See, like the funny thing is,
See him on
like,
the stream at least, yeah.
I have Uncle Deadly outside of like the skew of things. I have all the Diamond Select ones, but all the Palisades Muppets that I have outside of Floyd Pepper, who is legit just chilling out up on my shelf, I've customized into Muppet Christmas Carol figures for my wife. So I made Marley and Marley. I made Kermit as Bob Cratchit. I made a Michael Caine that scales with it. I customized the Diamond Select Bean Bunny to have the fingerless gloves so that he can sit in a pile of refuse. I'm working on Bunsen and Beaker as the alms collectors. So yeah, it's been really fun to like build. Oh, we sold all the playsets except the Electric Mayhem drum kit. Kept most of the normal versions of the core characters, but had to sell the rest.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. But there were a lot of ancillary characters.
Yeah, I think at one point Katrina had
so weird.
almost every single variant, except for like a couple of the early, like there were like 4 different versions of Clear Beaker, like phasing, fading, like there were all I don't think she had all of those or something like that. It was crazy how
the explosion beaker was one of my favorites. Like where he was he looked like he was scorched. I remember in college I bought the invisible spray Fozzie and invisible spray, I think it was Pepe the Pond, and I painted them because I was just like I couldn't afford the normal version.
Oh my goodness.
I was like, oh, it's transparent plastic, whatever, I can paint these up. And they were pretty damn good to the point that I forgot that I painted them and I sold them. Like when I moved, I had to sell off a bunch of stuff just because moving back up, I didn't have the space, and someone was like, "Oh, these are awesome. This looks way better than the one I used to have." And I was like, "All right, cool, man. Yeah, it's like $25 or something." Sold it, and then he messaged me. He was a member of the Fwoosh, and he was like, "Dude, the paint chipped off. This thing's transparent underneath." I'm like, "Oh shit, I forgot." I was like, "My bad, dude." He's like, "Dude, it's still a good deal."
I have done that a number of times where I've like customized something minorly and I forgot about it until I sold it.
Oh yeah. Most of the stuff that comes through my collection is cheap.
Oh yeah, I did Gonzo and Rizzo too. So I have Charles Dickens and Rizzo because he doesn't really have a character name outside of Rizzo.
So yeah, just if anyone is ever buying anything from me, chances are you should double check with me on if I've customized it or not, because I may have. And I've been doing a lot of like behind me you can see like I've been doing a lot of Vintage Joe stuff lately.
Yeah, you've been posting it too. It's been awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and part of what I've been doing is restoration on them.
Yeah.
And I've really been enjoying it and stuff like that. But it also means that it's not mint condition anymore. So I got to keep in mind.
Oh yeah, I screwed myself on my Vintage Joe collection because I think I detail painted every single one.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, and then I sold them all. It's like, oh well, like the guy I sold them to still gave me a good deal, but yeah, it was. I probably would have gotten more if I hadn't painted them.
I want to say to Ninth Archer, who says that the Eligor and Gomery are one of his best sellers. The Eligor Gomery figure set is one of my proudest design achievements. I'm so...
Oh, that thing
God, I love that figure, and he's one of my favorites.
No, I love that set. I bought two, of course.
Toy Galaxy is stealing your Budo recipe.
That's fine. Steal it. Do it. He's like 5 different figures or something though, so he's kind of an expensive mess.
See, that's my flaw, I guess. I'll just, I buy fodder.
Yeah.
I put in a bin. And I use what I need to use to make the figure I'm working on. So it's like, yeah, there's 6 different figures that went into this.
Yep.
I don't think anything of it, but for somebody else to, recreate it, it's like, yeah, sorry. And also that fodder's been sitting in a box for 10 years.
You don't even realize how.
And I used it last week.
And Director says, "Holy shit, you worked on that?"
I did. That's my Vitruvian Hacks is one. It's mostly Katrina and I who kind of manage Vitruvian Hacks. And yeah, that I designed Eligor and Gomery.
Yeah, I was going. Oh,
it might have just been that. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think it is mostly the samurai armor on the Shang-Chi figure. You're right.
I've seen some
people
do
it's
some.
Not that many figures.
I can't remember if it was. I want to say Tabang out of the Shang-Chi one move. And that worked really well. I don't leave that yellow to people.
Also, anyone else in the chat as stoked as I am for Mezco Atticus Doom to be up. Expect him to go up this week for a likely quick turnaround. So fucking finally.
I don't even know what that is, but I'll have to check.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yay, it's cheaper now, says Toy Galaxy.
Mezco does good stuff.
Is it weird, like, the thing that I'm most excited for from Mezco right now, because I realized the other day, I do have more than one Mezco pre-order out. I have the Morbius on pre-order, but I also have the 5 POA Fleischer Superman box set.
Nice.
Oh,
pre-order, and I'm very, very stoked for that.
Nope. Ninth Archer wants to know if you would autograph Eligor Gomery.
Sure.
We'll leave you two to coordinate that, but
yeah,
like Erik is open to it.
Eligor and Gomery visually is based on my my own D&D, not named after, but my own D&D character.
Nice.
There you go. Now it looks right.
Nice.
I've been repairing a broken joint on this. Speaking of figures that have a lot of figures in them, my custom G.I. Joe Extreme Wreckage.
Nice.
Amazing.
There we go.
This is 3 different Marvel Universe Hulks. It's got Gundam hands. This arm actually is one of the Force Awakens like weird build-a accessory deals. There's a Voltec joint in there. The belt is, I want to say, Marvel Legends. So yeah, he's got a lot of different things. I can't remember where the hair is from, but
all Mezco Constantine.
It does look like Glenn Danzig. Yes.
Buying figures on clearance for fodder is a guilty habit that I have. I've pulled figures out of my fodder bin that became expensive figures and sold them.
Yeah, I was looking through my fodder bin earlier today, and I was like, I wonder what these Marvel Universe figures go for now.
Looks like Glenn Danzig.
Not a lot.
No? Okay, well.
Depending on which ones, but for the most part, I think the Marvel fandom's heart is at 6-inch, not.
Mine was. I mean, there's a reason. I clicked that line when there wasn't anything else. and they're great figures. But when it looked like when it it's clear that Legends was coming back to the fore, I sold off my personal collection, my shelf figures, and then I still had all the fodder that I had accumulated. So I'll keep using that for goes and whatever else.
Well,
I do it.
We have some good announcements coming next week, starting next week, and I hope that the Marvel Legends fans are into them because, just because I can't really say any more than that.
That's okay. We'll all be waiting with bated breath.
Yeah, there's, I collect Marvel Legends. Obviously, I'm sitting here customizing a D-Man of all things.
If you could work out a deal with Marvel,
don't ruin the surprise.
To do a line of all D-listers.
Ninth, Erik does have a personal Instagram, but he has self put himself that he does not really respond much to it.
No, I deleted my Instagram actually.
Oh, did you?
As I started to downgrade my social media presence, I'm currently
That's why I couldn't tag you.
Personally, just on Facebook and Twitter, and even Twitter, I'm rarely on Twitter.
You're a wise man. I should do the same. But...
I need to do more. Even it's just so much to deal with.
Yeah, I don't understand it. I've been trying to, but it doesn't work. Like I did a random reel of what Spider-Man are you, and it's up to like 50 some odd thousand likes.
Oh my goodness!
And I'm just like, what?
Well, that's my friend John, who does short films and stuff down in New Orleans. He's been experimenting with taking like clips and stuff of what they're doing, putting them on TikTok, and he's like, yeah, this one's up to 3 million views or whatever. I'm like, holy shit, dude!
Yeah, my son has been creating mods for a video game called Friday Night Funkin'. And he's getting millions of views, and I'm like, downloads and stuff for his mods, and I'm like, this is crazy. I Boss Fight would love to have your reach,
right?
Yeah. But we don't. Ninth Archer, message me on Facebook is probably the easiest way to get me, and we can work something out.
I hear you, Mixie. I'm real, as anybody who follows me on Instagram knows. If I get a custom a week up on there, even of stuff that I did 10 years ago, you're lucky.
What's weird is like, the more people that follow me, I'm like, man, I don't really want to put up pictures of my kid now.
Exactly. Yeah,
I'm like self-conscious about it.
No, I kind of honestly like, and I maybe it was just the more controlled environment, but I do miss the message board days.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, and there's like Discord and stuff now, which I haven't experimented a ton with. And I know Reddit, people love Reddit, but I'm like, when I started hearing everybody talk about, oh yeah, the Foosh, that's the place for Legend stuff. I went on there, I'm like, this is too many people. I can't do this. Maybe I'm too lucky, or I was weirdly spoiled being on Joe Customs or whatever, where it's like, there's a couple hundred members, but only like 50 of them are active. So and now it's like a dozen.
I was on I think the first and second iterations of the Foosh, and so then like the third time I had to set up my account, I was like, man, I'm out. And I've told Robo as much too. I'm like, I used to be really, really active, and like it was super, super fun. And then as social media progressed, I guess it was the thing of like, oh, no one's posting on there anymore. Oh, it crashed. Oh, this, that, and the other thing.
Everybody I knew from the boards went to Facebook and then left Facebook and who knows where they're at now? You know?
Yeah. What's everyone's aim screen names? We'll start a chat room. You've got mail.
And Mitch Falcon, I did not know the guy behind Boney M was also behind Milli Vanilli, but both enjoyable bands in their own way. I mean, Milli Vanilli has its issues, but they've got some bops.
That is it.
I will say that Boney M's cover of frickin' Neil Young's Heart of Gold is fucking gorgeous.
I think I'm gonna. I don't know if I want to start working on this because I feel like if I start working on it, I'm just gonna go through the night. But I did mod
your Jack Flag.
Jack Flag a bit.
Nice.
Tone him up a little bit. So I think that'll be cool. I
totally forgot. I wasn't too excited about it because the design is nothing amazing. But I just remembered I connected the dots because I was talking with you about it today. The upcoming Fortnite Funk Ops figure comes with a boombox, so I can get that and give Jack his boombox.
Yes.
It's funny. My one of my best friends actually drew Guardians of the Galaxy when they put Jack Flag in the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he had to redesign him.
Was that
amazing?
Was that Paul Pelletier or who was that?
No, it was after Paul Pelletier. It was Brad Walker.
Okay.
Oh, hey,
I love that design.
Oh yeah, it was crazy. Like he like gave him red, white, and blue hair instead of the mask, and changed the mask to more of a helmet type thing. And
no, that was the pain in the ass for me because I had to go find an Iron Man figure to make that mask.
I'm still giving him red, white, and blue hair.
Oh yeah, no,
but he had that back. He had that even though.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was back in the Grunwald and Dave Hoover.
Yeah.
But yeah, to get that funky mask, I got like one of the kids brand like Iron Man.
Oh, that's so dope. Was that the like modern Iron Man, the Marvel Now Iron Man?
I think so.
Right on.
Oh, that's so good.
Well, and it started off just because I had the extra Star-Lord, because there was the one in the San Diego Comic-Con set, and then the other one that came in the Guardians 5-pack. And I'm like, well, I don't need 2 Star-Lords. So what can I do with this one? It's like, oh yeah, I can just make Jack. So head and then some star stickers and call it a day.
I'm just gonna say this out loud, but back in the late 80s, early 90s, none of us thought we ever needed one Star-Lord. And
that is very true. Very, very
the
true.
world has really changed.
Takes Matt's mention of Boney M's cover of Heart of Gold, deploys it in my courtship with new Paramore.
It's a freaking great version of that song. Good luck to you, Robert Leon. Let us know how it goes.
Please tell me you're going to be rocking that at the restaurant now. I'm all for it. The European disco and dance scene is wild. Hell yeah!
It really is.
I'm just throwing this out there. In
Boney M on the YouTube. Frank Farian is endlessly entertaining.
In like 5th
and
grade.
High as hell.
in 5th grade, I got a chance to go overseas with my family, and we were over there for a couple weeks, and because my dad was working, and like they were like, hey, we're not gonna get another shot at this. Like, if you want souvenirs, like, yeah, cool, let's fucking do it. And we went to this place called the Real Market, which was basically Kmart. And I got what I thought was the fucking jam, which was Die Schlumpfen und Techno, which was the Smurfs Go Techno.
Yes.
And it is essentially Alvin and the Chipmunks doing techno covers of Cotton Eye Joe and other such wondrous things. And to this day, it remains one of those stupid things that I'll pop on every now and again if I'm having a bad day and go, well, just proof it could be worse.
I mean, I've definitely talked about it on my personal Facebook, but if anybody on here is into weird, fun music, Google Chipmunks on 16 speed.
Oh God, it's so good.
This guy bought a bunch of Chipmunks albums, and what they would do for those is they would record the vocals at normal speed, of course, and then speed them up. And it's about double. So if you get one of those records and play it at 32 RPM, the vocals are normal, but all of the instrumentation and the timing of the song is at half speed.
It's weird.
So it's just this weird, sludgy, amazing.
Yeah, nice. Thank you.
Super. Yeah, it's so good. Oh, their version of they've got Heaven is a Place on Earth. Super good.
Wait, we can play that on the stream because it's not copyrighted. Hold on.
And the algorithm probably won't detect it. I gotta check that. There's a few that are really just like.
What is it? It's Chipmunks.
Chipmunks on 16 speed Sludge Fest. It's on Bandcamp. I can send the link in the private chat.
Frank Farian actually was the main male vocalist for Boney M. He didn't just produce them. Oh. Speaking of music, thanks, Dave, for sharing the Punk Rock Factory all the time. I love watching their covers. Hell yeah. I'm a fan. Oh, God, here it is. Okay.
No, You Were Always on My Mind. Their version of that is killer. Because it's a Chipmunk cover of the Pet Shop Boys version of the Willie Nelson song.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, hold on. Look into their eyes.
They're also really long now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hold on.
Quite as good as I should. Maybe I didn't love you.
Amazing.
Oh, yeah. There is.
As I could.
Why are the Chipmunks better vocalists than most?
Little things I should have said and done. I never took the time. You were always on my mind.
That's amazing.
Always on my mind. You were always on my mind.
Here's something else I'm working on.
Ooh.
I need to pick up a retro Ant-Man,
Yeah, you do.
but I'm gonna make a Ant-Man kind of progression.
Oh,
cool. Yeah.
One, then this, and then the Marvel Legends one. Like kind of in my display, like.
I think I'm gonna have to download or buy all the albums, and maybe I'll just throw it on for some of the intro and outro.
Oh no, I can. If you've got a Dropbox, I've got it all.
Yes, I will send you that link right now. In fact, sounds like UB40 on drugs. What do you mean on drugs?
Yeah, that's just UB40.
Throwing that out there.
I thought I had sent them to you a while ago, but maybe I forgot.
I think it was one of those things that we talked about and then never did.
Or I sent them to somebody, and I've got the zip file right here.
Fantastic. Hold on. Let me just look for Chipmunks on my Dropbox. Maybe it'll.
I was gonna say I called it Chip to the Monk.
Chip to the Monk.
Yes.
Oh no, but I just found 2 worker files that I was looking for earlier.
Oh, nice.
Nice. All right. All right. Let's just create a new folder, and I'm just gonna shoot.
And yes, Aaron Hardy, 36 hours in the studio, no one knows who they are. Very true of whoever worked on that album. And that would be a feat as a singer, I have to imagine, because you're trying to sing this, you're pacing the song at half the speed.
Yeah.
That's got to be a pain in the ass.
Oh no, Matt. Wait,
What?
hold on. I'm trying to remember your. I'm just gonna send it to the enhancement talent.
Oh, it's Lindmat D
Okay.
at Gmail.
Oh, don't send. Well, expect
Whatever.
some spam emails.
That's fine. That's what blocks is for.
Is there a dot in there, or is it just?
No. Here, I'll put
there
it
you
in
are.
the
There you are. I got it.
Got it?
I just
feel
shared
like
it.
I sent you something.
Yeah, well, I'm just doing it through Dropbox. I wasn't doing it through Gmail.
Oh, okay.
I haven't imported my contacts on this computer since I rebuilt it. Matt just sent them to some rando on the net who was like, "What the fuck?" Oh, that looks great, dude. That looks real nice. Shit.
He's gonna have a. I like.
No,
like
actually,
I like him with a bald head, so he's gonna have his mask back when I'm done. I haven't painted the head yet.
Ooh.
I've got your email. I'll just send it to you.
Okay. Well, I sent you the Dropbox link.
Oh, all right. Oh, there it goes.
There it is. Demolition Man, are you singing? Maybe. COJ runs off to sign up Matt to every spam newsletter on the.
I get enough already. I've got.
Nice
I signed up for freaking. I forgot my TF source password, so I signed up under both my emails, and they send crap every freaking day. To both of them, it's like stop, just stop.
We every year when we have to re-sign up with Toy Fair, we immediately, like the day we sign up, we all start getting spammed with so much stuff. It's like really like.
Man, I'm debating if I want to put a wash on this, but she's kind of a lot. She's very white, but she has kind of that speckling, so I kind of just did a dry brush in there. I don't know.
Sometimes I think washes are too much.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would knock it back, but at the same time, I like that there's gradation in there. F1 Big D, Wolverine stole D-Man's costume. That is a nice D. Matt just got signed up for Beans Quarterly. Matt needs Propecia, Xanax, Viagra, and breast enlargement info.
I mean, sure, whatever.
It begins. Oh, the internet.
You're not a real podcast until you're doing Blue Chew.
Oh my God.
Ads.
So the funny thing is so what was okay? So when I hit 1,000 subs on YouTube, all of a sudden I started getting like spammed on Instagram from it was like
buy followers or whatever.
No, it was like generic manscaping. It was like smooth balls 5,000, and I was like, go away, stop contacting me. I just blocked them. I was like, oh my God. Oh, good times. Damn, I missed something about Matt in an email. So super. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. I might as well just complete the freaking list and take pictures of my feet, put those up too.
There we go. All of a sudden, Matt has more followers.
Just give the internet what it wants and be done with it.
Do they though?
I mean, somebody probably does, and if that's what they're into, more power to them.
This is true. Whoa! Whoa! Shit!
Salute.
I want to get into that beats, man. Smooth ball 5,000. Gonna catch a whole bunch of weird shit on the internet.
Yeah, it's.
You just said it out loud, so it's gonna pop up in your Facebook feed.
I freaking hate that.
Hot tubs and figure stream. The internet just wants to watch the world burn. Yeah, it does. Oh my God. All right. Well, I now have all of the chip to the Monk.
You should, yes. I believe that's both albums.
I am uploading it to.
Oh wow!
A bag of muscles.
Oh, that's a lot.
Very nice.
I like that. I like that a lot.
It's very exciting.
Alexa's going to send Matt so much shit. Oh, Jesus. I'm so sorry, Matt. But we are down to the final 5 minutes of the show.
I trust our viewers.
Yeah, see? You got to trust in the consortium of jackasses. They'll always do right by you, despite their name. But I thought those were king cake babies or something.
Yeah, I did too.
Fucking hell. Eric's been on a tear, just like, give me the babies. I want to see the babies. Just, give me the cake. Oh, also, I gotta give a shout out to Half Past 2. They're like my new recent ska band that I've been listening to the shit out of, and they're really fucking good. So if you like ska music, go check out Half Past 2. They're really fucking good. But anyways, real quick, Eric, what do you have coming up?
Well, the big thing we have coming up is Boss Fest. So yeah, tune in. We'll be on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and everywhere. We'll be basically, it's our version of Toy Fair because Toy Fair was canceled. So we're going to be announcing a lot of new shit and a lot of new stuff. And yeah, that's where we are.
You can find him at all of the links below.
FAO Plastic. I love it.
Right? Better get into it. Yes, I did call you jackasses. That is what the lovely viewers of these streams are called, the consortium of jackasses. Speaking of jackasses, Matt, what do you got coming up?
A new email address, apparently. But yes, you can find me on Instagram at hypnohustlers_customs. Hypnohustling on Twitter. I don't really do much there, but I'm around. And yeah, donate to mine or Dave's or Beard's or King's Extra Life. As we go through the year here, we're off to a good start, but every little bit counts. Let's help some kids.
Hell to the yeah. As always, you can find me right here every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Mondays 9 to 10, Tuesdays and Wednesdays 8 to 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. As you know, Tuesdays is Tiny Meng Tuesdays, where we are chopping, shopping, talking shop. And on Wednesdays, it's time for gripping and ripping. Tomorrow is Robo and Cincy back at it. We will be tearing into toys and goodies aplenty. So make sure you stop on by. You can find me at all of these right here. Sorry, Eric, I hate to cover up that beautiful mug of yours. But like, follow, subscribe. If you want to give money for the children's, go check out any of these links for Extra Life, or just look Known World United. Look up Dave Wheeler, look up Matt Lynn, look up Benjamin Meyer, look up James Wheeler. Let's help some kids by doing some nerdy shit. Eric, as always, thank you so much for hanging out. And Matt, I love you.
Follow along with Boss Fest. Give them all of your human monies.
Yes. all of the monies. Matt at smoothballs5000.com. Thank you also to the Source Comics and Games for sponsoring us. If you want to send any awesomeness, make sure to check out the P.O. Box. It's also in the video description below. The official Dick Bullet store, aka the Redbubble store. Go check that out as well. And somebody, please, Thing of the Children?
Thing of the Children?
This thing at MailChimp.edu.
Ben Grimm of the Children.
I don't want to be here anymore. Or do I? It's over. You can go home now.